Your neighbors are watching right now over that fence, or worse, through the gaps where there's no fence at all. But here's the secret. The right privacy plant doesn't just block the view, it transforms your yard into a fortress of beauty. From Podocarpus to bamboo, I'm showing you the exact plants pros use to create living walls that are lush, low maintenance, and bulletproof year-round. Hit like, hit subscribe, and let's get growing. You're going to want to see all of these. I travel all across America and I see that people don't have fences in between their yards. And we all know that fences make for good neighbors. So once you have a fence up, sometimes there's peering eyes that go over those fences. We don't want that. Or if you don't have the fence put up, you can use plants that are great for privacy screens. And that's what we want to focus on right now. One of the best plants that has a very dense kind of a foliage for year-round screening, regardless of where you're at in the United States, is that of the Podocarpus. Now, there's different styles of Podocarpus. There's the Podocarpus Macrophylla, for instance, that has the bigger, longer leaf on it. Then there's the Podocarpus Microphylla. This one has a smaller, tinier one. The Macrophylla will be able to grow up and down, and you can prune it sideways, and you can prune it on the top, and it gets really dense in there, and it really is tolerant to the pruning. Now, there's one that's also called the Microphylla, a little bit smaller. You could do that. Now, there's a Podocarpus that is really aggressive, and that one is the Podocarpus Gracilior. Beautiful plant, smaller leaf yet. All these leaves resemble each other, by the way. It's just their size that differs. The problem with the Gracilior is that it is a very fast-growing plant. It can grow into a huge tree if you allow it to. But with regular pruning and thinning out, you can keep this thing smaller, denser, compact, and it makes a beautiful screen. I absolutely love that plant. And the best part of it is that this is a plant that performs very well. All of them in the Podocarpus family. They perform very well in full sun to partial shade. So you might want to give this one or this series of plants and see if it works for you. Another plant that is really good for a privacy screen is that there are several different plants in the Viburnum family. Now, unlike the Podocarpus, which doesn't give you any flowers, the Viburnum gives you flowers. It's fast growing. They're all fast growing, every one of them. So you have to look at the differences of the leaves. Again, there's bigger leaves, there's smaller leaves, and smaller yet. You have to look at those and ask your nursery person whether or not this is something that would grow in your area. I like it because, like the Podocarpus, it will grow in all kinds of different types of soil. It has beautiful glossy leaves on there. Some of them, again, which are well, they're probably about 2.5 inches by, maybe an inch tall, wide and tall. And it's just beautiful, beautiful plant. Deciding which ones you want is going to be the choice. And they get what we call NHI, not horticulturally important flowers. But sometimes, man, you put this in the right situation, the Viburnum will get these beautiful, small, little white flowers. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. There's no scent to them. And I'm not sure if it attracts bees. I don't think so. But anyway, that's why they call it NHI, not horticulturally important, because not all of them will bloom for you. Now, one set of plants that I've had at my house for years and years and years, and I did this not only for security, but I also did it, and I put it in my backyard so that when my kids, they were playing any kind of ball, because I have 3 boys, right? There's balls that are gonna go ending up in the neighbor's yard. So we didn't have to bother the neighbor all the time. What we ended up doing is I planted, I wanna say it was 50 at least, or 60, Cypressus sempervirens. This right here is called the Italian Cypress. Now, they don't cotton to pruning very well, because one of the things when they get really old is that when they're growing up, they're very good for tight-knit places, but as they're growing up, they'll get wider. I mean, put your arms out like you're going to be hugging. That's how wide that they will get. Hey, these things will get 30, 40, 50 feet tall. But as they do get older, you do have a branch that will get very, very heavy, and it'll start bending over. It's not pretty whatsoever. There is a technique that's used for pruning those things, and you don't shear the plant. You actually go down and you go into the plant and you cut that one branch off. There's going to be a little hole for a while, but because you're getting sunlight in there, new growth will happen. And by the way, not a bad idea to blast the plants once in a while. It is a very classical look. You've seen them all around. You look up in the sky, chances are you're going to see one in your neighborhood. And once they are established, they're drought tolerant. And I got to tell you something, these are plants that last a very long time. However, if you were like Mrs. Things Green, we had to pull all of them out. Of course, all the kids are grown up and all that. We pulled them all out, don't need the screening process any longer, or, from the neighbor and all that. But what we do want is we have the plants yanked out because she was getting allergies. Pulled them out, no more allergies. Really, really cool. Another plant to use would be the Pittosporum tenuifolium, also known as the Kohuhu plant. This is a very light, airy plant with dense branching. It's great for hedging and shaping. It has a moderate growth rate. It's a plant that will grow in the full sun. Stick it there, and what can I say? It's great for privacy. It keeps peering eyes out. Not a bad idea for that. I happen to have this next plant, which is the Ficus Nitida, also known as the Indian Laurel Fig. You have to be careful with this. I recently had mine cut. I cut them down myself. I grow mine as a giant screen. Many people, cities and stuff, and people, they'll grow them as trees. They do get an insect called thrips. You have to be careful of that. They become very drought tolerant. Sometimes the roots will come up above the surface if you're not deep watering them. That's very important to remember. But you can prune them as giant shrubs. That's the best part about the Ficus Nitida. Very good in all climates. Again, excellent for tall hedges. But people will want to do them. So what I did is that these things were about 18, maybe 20 feet tall. I cut them down to 6 feet, and they are just flourishing right now. There are buds that are dormant up and down the branching of this plant, and they're just starting to burst out. In fact, I even came back a week later and I pruned some more. So you could just really, really prune these things down, and it's a really neat plant to have if you understand its growth pattern. And then probably a plant that people really don't want to hear about, but it works, is called the Bambusa textilis. The weaver's bamboo. Yes, I said bamboo. Bamboo is a clumping bamboo, indeed, but this is a non-invasive type. It is a fast-growing tropical screen. It's a plant that has a very neat appearance to it. It's super, super tight. It's a plant that people can have in their landscape without any problems. I absolutely love this plant for that reason, and you may want to put that into your landscape too. It's a bold move because it is a bamboo. You will have some shoots shooting out because of the texture of the plant. So kind of keep that in mind. And that right there are your top plants for privacy screens.